interception. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Walsh adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Matt Ryan still quarterbacking for
Ryan, the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And it's caught by Parker. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent game, still all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new shutting down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter gone in this NFC divisional round matchup. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Flush to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already on their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
Was the 7-0 lead more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 58 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw on 2nd down. Day eluding the pressure right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Minnesota. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The throw is Ryan. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Ryan to throw, and that is incomplete here. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Ryan now off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll look to run with Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Day flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Day forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on 3rd down. Day escaping the pressure right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On 4th down, Day flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Day dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sheldon Richardson able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Freeman again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll toss it to Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Here's McKinnon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll run it here. And a nice pick up there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Day being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw. Day. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun, Day, and an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
On 3rd down, Day eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Day. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ted McKinley able to drop him for a loss of 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Day buying time. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Reed from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Walsh adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing line.
Come on. Pick
He
that.
stopped right at midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
That boy, read
Off
it.
at the 39, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Day. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Forced out to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here again is McKinnon, and they'll get him down right around the 16. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. McKinnon, and they'll get him down right around the 16. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw. Day under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing now is Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Ryan. And throw right side complete to Parker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Cooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Ryan to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. One last shot for Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl.